Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpicks.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Let's get into the National Hockey League. We're having a good time tonight with these games. And first up, we can take a look at the Devils on the road here against the Rangers. Just to see what's been going on in the NHL. We talked about it, 8-0 for the road teams in the last 2 days. Yes, all were higher seeds. The better teams were on the road. That's just where they happen to be at in the series. Right now, road teams are 17-11 overall in the playoffs. And I will mention that if you use the popular zigzag theory where last team that lose what in the next game, well, those teams are currently in a bit of a groove right now, 14-6.
Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one.
Yeah, for teams that lost the last game in the playoffs so far, NHL 14-6. So, what do you got here, Mindy? As we take a look at New Jersey and the Rangers.
Well, I'm going to go back and try this home team. I'm going to take the Rangers here at home today, allowing 1.33 goals in the playoffs here so far. They struggled in the power play game 3, going 0 for 5, while the Devils went 1 for 3. So that definitely made a difference in that 2-1 overtime loss there. Rangers did have 36 shots on goal, won 60% of the faceoffs there as well. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rangers. I think they can come back and get this one here.
That would give them a 3-1 series lead here if they were to get this one as we move into game 4. And we do comments in the chat. Angel Reyes says he likes the Rangers in radiation. Here's James Hughes with the pick. He's got Rangers on the line. What's that price at? Definitely want to take a look and see what the price is on that. Plus $1.65. Very nice, James. Burley's here today. Good morning to Burley.
Hello.
And Butterscotch is just making up his own matchups there. I'm sure he means Rangers, Devils under, but here's Zane also with a play. He likes the under in this one. At 5.5, you see it right there. 5.5 to the over at minus 115. Yeah, James says he's with Mindy's on the money line though, James, and but you're on that nice puck line. Still definitely on the Rangers. Joel says let's see, Rangers in regulation here. It looks like. Verley says Rangers on the money line. Curvin says this one's easy. Too easy. Rangers. Okay. That's the way you guys feel. I expect it. I'm not sure that I'm going there. I think I'm going to be on the total. Remember, it's New Jersey. One of my favorite roads, Mindy. I've said it all year. I mean, 29-9, 29-9-4 on the road this year. We know the Rangers are pretty strong, right? New Jersey finished ahead of the Rangers, obviously, in the standings, right? That's why we're in this. That's why we're here playing Game 4 in Madison Square Garden. Rangers do have that lead now, so in the big-time driver's seat, no doubt about it, in position to go up 3-1. A few more comments here. Darren's here today. Hello, Darren. And hey, where you been, Numbers Gang? Good to see you. Looks like he's leaning there. Solo, me and Solo are going to be hanging out, it looks like, the Devils today. I'm going to go over 5.5. I'm against most of the chat was At least the suggestions on the total were looked like mostly under, but I'm going to go over with this one, even with these goaltenders in there. I'll go over 5.5. All right, there's the first game. More comments, it looks like, from the chat. Mindy's on the Rangers, and I'm on the over. Maple Leafs and Lightning. All right, well, we got a looks like a pick 'em here right now. Say the Leafs maybe were slightly favored. Let me call it up, but it looks like the Maple Leafs were slightly favored. Maybe they are still favored in a few spots, but for the most part, you look up and down the list of these sports books, I think it's pretty much a pick 'em at this point. Now, Toronto leads the series. They are on the road here, so still in pretty good position against the Lightning, but this one's a pick 'em tonight.
All right. Well, I think the Lightning here are going to look to bounce back after allowing those 4 goals in game 3. I think that's going to be more. They have to put pressure on, this Leafs team here, similar to what they did in game 1 here. Lightning did get off more shots on goal, 39-27. Again, they were only, 4 for 8 here so far on power plays. Just have to do better there as well. I'm going to take the Lightning here at home.
Angel's with you on the Lightning. He wants to take another big Lightning plus 1. Oh, he said -1.5, so I didn't look to see what that price was, but probably a pretty good price. Solo on the over here. James says it's Leafs time. Is it the Leafs time, or is it time for the Leafs? Young Shard says he'll go over in this one at 6.5. So he does like it to be kind of a shootout here.
They've been going up.
And double here with the he's got a regulation draw, and then Tampa puck line. So interesting play. Oh, nice to see doubles little avatar there. Is that what we've seen? I think was different before, right?
No, I think that's still the same one.
Okay.
Hello,
Gary. Gary's here. Zane is here. Hello, and he wants the over. Yeah, puck line plus 1.5 -2.7. I mean, that's about as big as it gets. And I think just the nature of the playoffs, we're going to see those prices higher because there's far less volatility.
Right.
Moneyline Bill says on the money line with his Lightning. He is our Tampa correspondent, I do believe. And so he likes it, though, obviously. A little parlay action here, it looks like. The Rangers money line. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, no. James says it was locked in on the over. I'm on the under. I'm not saying it like that to go against James. I'm on the under here. But Curvin likes the over as well. I'm myself here in this one. I don't think probably should be listening. I don't think my hockey totals were too swift, actually. No, I did have that under in Dallas, Minnesota. That was pretty solid. But I did go under in the late game, and that was no contest. Butterscotch on Tampa. Burley on Toronto. I think the chat's relatively split here, Mindy. Angel says he's got the Lightning on the money line. Looks like that's a parlay right there.
That's
I don't
right.
know if he needs the parlay is a lock. Avalanche is his lock, but he did say parlay there at the end. So I don't know. Is it a parlay lock? Oh, gosh. All right, Mindy on Tampa Bay. I'm on the under. Let's try to see if we can't find a hockey play together. Take a look at the Golden Knights and the Jets. Mindy, the Knights still in good position. 1 here against Winnipeg on the road. But the line Vegas favored. Showing it Vegas, maybe just the slightest of favorites. I have 115. I kind of give, you know how Tony says, well, I'm showing the sharpest book. I kind of show the square line. That's just the way I do it. I do respect Tony showing the sharpest book in the world. I kind of round it up. I just kind of make sure we give, because I think you'll find that most of the sharp shops, if you will, the Knights are just a slight favorite. You know, $1.09, $1.10 or so on those nickel lines. So, but definitely still across the board, slightest of favorites. Total 5.5 over. I'm showing minus 15. So this was going down a little bit on the total.
Yeah, this was my favorite overtime game there the other day when we had 3 go into overtime. But yeah, I mean, what a way for the Jets to kind of get back into that after it looked like they were, pretty much a lost cause. I think they're still going to be pretty desperate here to even up this series before heading back to Vegas. That's for sure. I think, Hellebuck, he's been pretty good. I mean, he's 22-11 here. 2.2 goals allowed per game on average. I'm going to go with the Jets here. I think that they are the ones that need to get this one done here tonight.
Well, definitely. Otherwise, they're going to fall behind and heading on the road. So they need this one. Tony Livernesi here today. Tony, of course. Joel says he will take the over here. Yes, maybe that's what it was there for Joel's. Maybe I saw him on the other avatar. Yeah. Brent says he does like the Knights in this one. Yeah, maybe the Jets do have some scoring issue, but again, I mean, these two have been solid unders. James is saying, look, he says, Ramon under, baby. Like, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to startle him here, I think, when I'm going to go with the over in this game.
Last one was over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hard under on these teams, certainly, especially because of Winnipeg's pension. I just think in the scenario, Vegas Golden Knights up 2-1. I think it loosens things up a little bit. Butterscotch is on the over here. Curvin says VGK plus the puck line. Is that really? Is that what I'm? That's a $3 puck line there, but no problem. I mean, especially given the nature of the series, I think. And Rocco, hello to Rocco. Says he doesn't mind the over with Vegas up in the series on the road. Other than the fact that I've never, my broom ball experience. I've never played in a competitive hockey game. Wouldn't know necessarily about the ins and outs of the game other than watching it all my life. So that's what I feel, though, right there, Rocco. Vegas up in the series on the road. Simple as that for me as to the reason I'm going over. And that's not just, a blanket statement like every team on the road. I'm just with this matchup and the fact that Winnipeg is such a strong under team. I think they need this win. So they're the one that's going to feel the pressure to get that scoring going. Oh, I left Mr. Steam Play on there. Yeah. Well, nobody's going to be interested in this one. So
you never know. What is it, like lacrosse, something like that?
Yeah, it's almost might be where this crazy, Don Best team. A basketball game for the Czech Republic. Probably could turn off those notifications. Probably not going to get involved. But do they take Nienberg minus 16? Let me mute that. I don't need any updates on Czech Republic basketball. I will pass along the update. Anyway. I will pass along the steam that comes in. Okay. Oh, we do have a few more here, certainly. Yeah, that's Rocco. Yeah, me and Rocco are seeing this right on together for sure. Vegas. I don't know if it's Rocco. I don't know. They do score more on the road. I think that their defense is a little less on the road, and that lends to the reasons why they might end up with a little more scoring. But we know the Jets. What are 13-26 to the under at home, 11-22 to the underdog. I think we can still call them an underdog here, but has broomball turned into a dangerous sport? I haven't done that since back in the years and years ago. But mostly it's about trying to avoid injuries to your. Well, like we talked about with Jimmy, you just don't want to fall on your tailbone because
Right.
you're standing on the ice in sneakers. All right. Thank you, Kervin. Like and smash. And Alec Eiffel here today as well. Nice to have Alec. And good point there, man. You got to give these guys I have some questions as to how some of the teams are going about their goaltending. I'm sure other people do too, but what do we know? But I just saw when I saw the Kings last night, and Korpisalo couldn't see the high shots. They gave up that lead, and yes, I understand that Phoenix Copley is a career AHL goalie, so maybe you got a veteran. That's why they got Korpisalo. But it was, Copley with that incredible record during the regular season. I mean, there is something to be said for chemistry, for playing well, but it's been all Korpisalo, and boy, there were two shots, and the Jets were just so fast on that full ice transition each time. That's where the Kings, they were in the 5-on-5 end, getting into the offensive zone and just moving the puck around, trying to find shots. The Kings were able to stop it. But every time the goal that kind of came in were when the Kings tried to clear the puck, the Jets and the Oilers came right down real fast, get off a high shot right over Korpisalo's shoulder each time. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. So, all right. Me on Winnipeg. I'm on the over. So,
all right.
Plenty of plays, but that does show that Mindy and I might not be seeing things quite the same here, but all right. One more here is Colorado and the Kraken, Mindy. Colorado, they're favored again on the here at $1.50 or so in the last one, and obviously in position here with this 2-1 lead on the road. And what can the Kraken do?
Well, it's pretty much I hate to handicap this game here anymore, because I've been on the Avalanche here the whole time, but yet I'm kind of hoping that the Kraken win, right? I don't know. I think this Avalanche team, they kind of got a little acclimated here finally to these playoffs after losing the first game of the series. Now coming back to win the next two. I kind of think they got Grubauer's number right now. I'm going to go ahead and take the Avalanche again here on the road. I'm going to take them to get this victory.
We have found our consensus play. I'm on the Avalanche here on the road. I will be finding a way, I'm sure, to come back on the Kraken once we move back to Denver. Maybe as long as they win the next one after this, because obviously they'd be at 3-1 if the Avalanche do win this. But I will most likely be on the Kraken to extend the series in Denver, and maybe even the game after that. We'll see. But that's the way it feels, just because of, I like taking the Kraken on the road. I like taking Colorado on the road. So that's why I'm on them here as well with you, Mindy.
All right.
I'm going to be on Colorado here. That's the other thing, talking about their great success. Kraken on the road. Colorado very strong on the road too. They're up probably about 10 units on the road this season. And Seattle, for their success, they're down nearly 10 units at home on the season. I know there'll be some comments on this one before we head into the baseball. Let's take a look. And hello to C-Spill here today. Matt says Avs to roll. Angels about done with the Kraken. Says that's it. That's it. Going up against the champs here, and maybe the way things are working out in the Western Conference. Maybe after all this, with the way the Kings have gone, and and Seattle. You look at some of these teams in Winnipeg against VGK. I mean, VGK is kind of, they're doing it right now, but maybe Colorado might be the team above them all once again in the West. Where Angel says they figured them out.
Ramon, you're clear again. And it takes so long this time.
Wow.
Like it goes from being like all kind of to like clear as day.
I wonder if I don't know. Okay, Rocco says I know Kraken have been scrappy. Says the price is disrespectful to the Avs. Regulation at even money, plus 105 or so. Maybe that's what he means. I don't know. 150. I don't actually feel that great about 150, but I want to take the Avs here. Young Shard says it's an auto bet. Joel says Avs. Matt likes all the Denver. Certainly, he's getting there. The Broncos. Matt, tell us about. I mean, the Broncos about ready to turn things around. What's going on there? Butterscotch on Colorado. Angel says it's a consensus, but not necessarily with everybody in the chat. Looks like James wants to take a chance with the Kraken. Burley on the Avs here, and Nathan was pumping hundreds into the video poker machine. And one more here. Let's see. Eric says Avs in 5. Zane, Avs money line. And Darren, Avs puck line. And Matt has big time hopes for the Broncos. Man, 12-5.
Losing to the Chiefs twice, the Chargers twice, and the Raiders once. Is that how it's going to be?
That'd be an awesome turnaround. They would get a lot of those comeback votes and things like that. All right, Mindy, we're on a play in hockey. So we got one in the NBA, one on the ice. Let's get to baseball.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.